the HomeTech Podcast for Friday, December 12th. From Sarasota, Florida, I'm Seth Johnson.
From Reynoldsburg, Ohio, I'm TJ Huddleston.
And from Pickering, Ontario, I'm Gavin Campbell.
And welcome to the HomeTech Podcast, a podcast all about home technology, home automation, and giveaways. Giveaways, yes. The Apollo H2. If you haven't sent in an email to feedback at HomeTech.fm, and you still want one, how many do we have left, guys?
No, there's a few open spots.
That's a good question.
Just a few open spots, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 3.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Maybe down to 1, yeah. I'm so excited. You know what? The response is coming from around the world. Even if you think you don't have a chance, just send us an email and let us know where you're writing from, because we had one guy from Portugal. I was like, wow.
That's cool.
Portugal, yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking. Portugal and Australia. That's our 2 furthest ones. I don't know which one's further from us, really, but
I think Australia.
They're both far. So
Australia, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's awesome. I saw there were even questions come through about your shed, TJ. So it's like, if you want to ask TJ about his shed, you can use the same mechanism, but also say, hey, do you have any of those H2s laying around? I'll take one off your hands. And TJ, tell me about your shed. TJ, your shed has generated a lot of conversation this year.
I think we just need to make this a shed and printer show. That's what our audiences are interested in.
Turns out that's what everybody wants to hear.
Sheds and printers.
And it's right. CES is around the corner. 25 days that you wrote on this. Is that right? 25
days until we're in Vegas. At least Gavin and I.
Oh.
I always have to caveat that and say Gavin and I will be there in 25 days. We don't know if Seth's going still. I don't think he is.
Not sure yet.
He's not even registered, but Gavin's not either, and he already has the Airbnb airplane. So
this is the messed up part. Seth is registered. I am not.
Oh, Seth is registered?
Mine keeps getting rejected for some reason, so I'm still waiting on it to come through.
Gavin's kept getting rejected, so I felt sorry, and I went over to register to see how hard it was, and they let me in, but they haven't let Gavin in yet. So.
But you know what? Like, we're going to be at CES. I may be standing outside the event. You can feel free to pass me a drink or something outside.
Yeah, give him a high five.
Yeah, give you a high five. Come say hi. Hey, maybe I'll give you some, I'll have some gas time out there, and relax, I will be my own event.
There you go.
That's how you can get into CES. You can offer the CES people gas.
Or I'll stand at the front door and act like security.
Oh, there you go. I mean, you're tall enough, so it's got to get you all black clothing. You'll be good to go.
Oh, yeah. Just wear a shirt that says security on the back. You can walk anywhere you want to.
That's right.
There you go.
I was looking at I haven't looked at the exhibitor list until today. And I was going through and I was, bookmarking all the vendor booths I want to go to and everything like that. And guess who I saw on there? Radio Shack.
That's kind of shocking.
I'm not sure why Radio Shack has a booth, but they will. So, or it says business cards underneath it. I'm not honestly sure what that means.
Business cards under the Radio Shack. I don't know. I saw that. I don't know what that means.
Not sure what that means.
I did find it. There's got to be a drinking game around the name, the exhibitor with the first name Shenzhen in it.
Oh yeah. I got through that patch and there was like a patch of like 30 or 40 companies.
Yeah, it all begins with Shenzhen, and then you have just a ton of different companies. Of course, they're all different things, but it was just interesting. I was looking at like for kind of like the audio video companies, I guess, that I would be familiar with, and there weren't that many, honestly. Just a couple, just a handful. And I think there's that what's the subwoofer company that's in Ohio?
SVS.
SVS, there you go.
They're in Youngstown. That's actually where I was today.
Yeah, they should be there. But I didn't see very many other audio companies that rang a bell. And I don't know if they don't go or they have, their own specialized shows that they go to later on in the year or something like that. But yeah, it didn't seem like they're like all the stuff I was looking for, like microphones and, more on the pro audio side. And I guess Infocom is the show for that. That's where you'd go to, or NAB, I guess, would probably be the big one for those guys, right?
Well, at this point, if you want the professional audio, you just visit the Samsung booth since they own like half of the audio companies now.
Yeah. Well, it should be an interesting show if I end up going. I'm registered for it. And Gavin, if you can't get in, I guess you can use my registration.
Works for me.
Oh man. Well, with with all these expenses coming up, guys, I thought, hey, we've been talking about this for a while, and like, we just kind of did back and forth. And TJ, you got this card on our backlog, like, hey, we should talk about changing up the show next year. And I'm like, you know what, TJ, you got some good ideas in here. Let's sell some advertisements. So to like get more money in for the show, I was like, let's just sell advertising. So I've been busy, and I've been like, I'm gonna get some people to buy some advertising. So we've got a sponsor this week, and I'm just going to go ahead and play the ad.
Tired of dating people who don't understand why your hallway lights turn purple at sunset? Meet the Lovelace dating app, the only platform designed for people who automate everything, including love. Because in the smart home of life, it's nice to have someone in your automation group.
I matched with someone who actually knew what a node red flow was. We went on a date and ended up fixing each other's dashboards. 5 stars.
Whether you're into YAML indentation, Zigbee meshes, or just want someone who won't unplug your Pi, we've got your match.
I knew Lovelace dating was different when I swiped right on someone whose bio said, looking for a partner who debugs their automations before blaming Z-Wave. That's when I knew this was real.
The Lovelace dating app. Available now in your favorite app store. Use the code PODCASTLOVE for half off 1 month of our premium Presence of Love Detection plan.
Yeah, there we go. There's our first ad.
Wow. I'm signing up for an account.
That's not good.
Well, the wife will have to accept it. She can't compete with the YAML.
Yeah.
It's like a work wife, but it's home automation wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is going to help us get to these shows like CES. There's a lot going on in CES. So, and there's food and stuff you got to pay for, and Airbnbs and all that stuff. So yeah, if we're gonna step up the show next year, we got to start selling these ads, guys. So I'm in. I'm
pretty sure there is like a CES singles mixer. So maybe they should look into advertising for that.
They should. Yeah. I'll tell them that Lovelace app there. They should go ahead and sponsor that over there. So there we go. Maybe more ads will pop up. Who knows? I don't know how this works. But we do have some HomeTech headlines. So guys, what do you say we jump in?
Let's do it.
All right. Chamberlain has rolled out its new Security Plus 3.0 platform, and it's bad news for everyone in the smart home. Of course, the update blocks all known aftermarket controllers, including Rat GDO, Tailwind, Miros, and Connected.io, from working with its garage door openers. These third-party devices had previously enabled integrations with Apple Home, Google Home, Alexa, and Home Assistant, but now Chamberlain requires cloud-based authentication for accessories, effectively locking users into its MyQ app, and a limited set of paid integrations partnered like Ring and Vivint. The move pretty much follows a pattern with Chamberlain. They've already discontinued its HomeKit bridge, dropped Google Assistant support, and exited the Matter standards group. Even as Matter finally added standards for the garage doors, they got out. Don't support this company. Don't pay for MyQ anything. Just if you've got to, was it Third Reality that had the little button thing?
Yes.
So what is that? $50? Get that thing if it looks awful, but get that and just it'll press the button when you want it to. It'll just have a finger that comes down and press the button. Done.
Yeah, they can't block. They won't be able to block that. Like at all because
they'll figure out a way that they'll figure out a way to do that.
Yeah,
I mean they're just going out of their way at this point. So
I'm wondering, what are they trying to accomplish here? Like, are they trying to get people to buy into their? Do they still have the dollar to integrate it with other systems or something like that?
I don't know if they still have that. I know they're coming out with a bunch of new products. Like they've come out with a video doorbell, and they've come out with the camera keypad and a bunch of stuff. So at this point, they're obviously trying to do some kind of recurring monthly revenue for whatever services they're offering. And this is the way they can do it, is by just blocking third-party access. So that way you have to go. And I have people that I know in my life, unfortunately, that just pay for the service because it's easier. And the vast majority of door openers you find are going to be MyQ enabled already.
Yeah.
And so it's just the least friction. And a lot of people are not integrating these with like other complicated systems anyway. So it's not a big deal for the vast majority of people. But this is very user hostile, and it's silly that they keep doing it.
Yeah, it sucks that you really have no other option pretty much here in North America. There are a couple of other smaller players out there, but Chamberlain is pretty much any garage door opener that you think of out there and name off the top of your head is probably made by that company or probably one of the sub brands of that company. Just more fun.
Terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Exactly. Firewalla has got a new product, Firewalla Orange. It's a new compact Wi-Fi 7 firewall and router designed for secure networking on the go. It offers 2 gigabits per second of packet processing performance and up to 50 wireless clients, making it pretty suitable for any smart home, I guess, if you got remote work or a small office. I like Firewalla. These are pretty cool. This thing is $339. They're not afraid to charge for their product, but you get so much with it. I mean, they really have like really good traffic analysis, all sorts of AI anomaly detection stuff that I guess they're calling AI. They don't really have to now, but like because they've had it forever, and I think it's pretty much the same thing. But they can tell if like they can check all the flows like for every device going in and out. And there's always something I look on there. I'm like, what the heck is that? And I'll just shut it down because I don't want like whatever it is getting out. It's got really good like parental controls. So like I can lock down my daughter's iPad from like doing anything during specific hours or going to YouTube or anything like that. So yeah, it's a really, really good product, and I'll support them. But $339 for a travel router is a bit up there. Kevin, you're a travel router person.
Yeah, I have the GL iNet or
you didn't pay $339 for it.
No, that was like $50 or something like that.
Right.
And it works great. I mean, I plug it in, you connect to whatever Wi-Fi or Ethernet port, and all your devices jump on it. It works great.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, is the Firewalla's $399 price tag really worth it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about for a travel router. Like, do I really need Wi-Fi 7 on the go? I don't know. But for a router, it's a really good router. I'll give them that. I mean, if you want to set up a VPN client, the app interface is super easy to do. Just a few buttons and you get like the QR code, or you'll get the little WireGuard download to load into a WireGuard on your phone.
And I want a cheap I want a cheap travel router too. Main reason because is like I can only carry so much in my carry-on, so I throw the router in my luggage, right, and let it go down. I don't want to throw a $400 device in my luggage and have to worry about it.
I feel like for most of us too, we're just using it to like connect our Apple TV or our phone with. Like we're not actually using this to work most of the time, right? It'd be different if we were.
Right.
But I've been happy with the GillyNet or whatever you call those routers. They're very good for the price. What Firewalla does have going on for them though is the software. They make really good software, and it's nerdy, but it's not like overly nerdy. So you can still use it if you're just like an average user.
Yeah, I like these products. I'll attest to them. I've been running a Firewalla router in my house for a long time, and what did I have before that? Netgate, I guess, which was extremely nerdy and a pain to set up. Firewalla is like you said, you can get nerdy with it, but it's pretty easy to use. Like anything in there, you can find. They've got a massive tech support thing where you can go on to their website if you can't find a feature. They have like a video or a full write up on how to use it. So. Good company. I remember I worked with Jerry over there at my last job, and he's a fun one. Looks like this is it'll be on pre-order for a while because of all the memory shortages. DDR4 memory shortages are causing its delay.
Yeah, the memory shortages are affecting a lot of things now, so it's kind of scary.
Yep. Well, not Homey, because Homey has launched a new Homey Pro 2026, an updated version of its home control hub. But the key upgrade here is it's doubling the RAM from 2 gigabits to 4 gigabits. There we go. Allowing users to run over 100 Homey apps simultaneously. So I guess there's been a growing demand for more memories inside the Homey Pro, and they've got out there. It's the same price though. So they were able to lock down their Homey Pro hubs for $399. So there you go. You're not going to pay more for a new Homey Pro 2026 hub if you need it to have more GBs.
I like this platform. I'm interested to see what LG does with it long term. But I like what they're doing. I hope they keep doing it.
I think they also increased the speed, didn't they? It was memory. They increased the CPU a bit, I think, too. It was just an iterative update for Homey Pro.
Yeah. I think the last time it said this one was a 2023 model. So they plan on giving it the same updates at least until 2031. But this is just, it probably was, Gavin. They probably just ran out of whatever supplier was supplying them with whatever they were using before, and they just got the next version of whatever they were putting inside there, like whatever chips were updated, and bought enough of them to keep the price down low without getting sucked into this horrible memory issue. Everybody in the hub, there's been people in the hub, we've seen emails and everything. Memory is crazy price right now, just insane. All right, let's move on here. We got one more new product this week. It is August, and the founders of August Smart Locks, I guess, have launched a new company called Doma Home, and they're going to be introducing the Doma Intelligent Door. It's a motorized smart door that opens automatically as you walk up to it using ultra-wideband, millimeter wave sensors, and facial recognition. The door integrates a smart lock, 4K video doorbell, keypad, touchscreen control panels inside and out. It supports Matter, works offline with local processing, and includes a 21,000 milliamp hour battery backup, and of course, hey, TJ, here you go. PoE. This will be the first PoE door I know of.
Ooh.
And now you have my attention. It's expected to ship in December 2026 in the US and Canada, so we can all pick one of these up. But pricing is not exactly published.
$5 million.
It's probably going to be expensive, but it's going to vary, of course, with whatever goes along with the door, I'm sure.
I need this in my house. I mean, this would look way out of place in my house.
It's the fanciest door I've ever seen. Yeah.
I mean, geez, at least it opens by itself. I mean, that's a cool feature, right? Because we've seen a couple smart doors before, but they haven't opened themselves.
Yeah, and
do I need my door to open itself? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just afraid of investing in something like this because it's such an expensive investment. You know how long, technology doesn't last long these days, right? Your current door will last you 30 plus years maybe, but this door, 5 years before it probably break down on you.
Till it's bricked by a software update.
Company
my door
goes
doesn't
out of
open
business.
anymore.
Yeah. What if the company doesn't goes out of business? I know it's local only, so it should still technically work, but then it breaks on you.
The door hinge only works with the internet.
You just walk right straight into the door by accident because you're so used to it opening. I got to admit, the video of the person walking up and the door opening up is pretty cool. Like that's and it closes.
Yeah.
Like you never have to touch the door.
It looks really nice. I love it, but it's just it's such a big investment.
I love how this door on the video though doesn't even look like it's their front door. It looks like it's like their bedroom,
like an interior office door or something. Yeah.
Right. It's like, are they not putting it on the outside of the house? I'm confused.
I mean, it's too nice to put on the outside, TJ. Come on.
I don't want the normal people to see it.
Yeah.
I do think the screen inside of it looks out of place, though. That's all I'm saying. Like, I understand they're going for the clean look and everything, but it looks like they literally just took a phone and they glued it inside the door.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of that. It looks unfinished for some reason. I don't know.
It's like it's built into the edge of the door, right on the other side of the handle of the door pull, and yeah, it looks like it
looks fake,
like a 7-inch Android tablet glued into the door frame. Yeah, it's very strange. Not the frame; it's in the door panel.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It doesn't look like it belongs. It's very odd to me.
Are these guys at CES? I wonder if we'll be here with their Doma door.
Doma.
Let's see. Search by exhibitor name Doma. No, there's someone called Parallel Domain, but no Doma door.
Well, that stinks. I can't get a door.
I bet you there will be someone with Shenzhen Doma door there, and they will have one of these that we can check out. So don't worry, TJ. All right, well, that's it for the news this week. It's getting kind of slow because it's December. All the links and topics we discussed tonight can be found over on our show notes at HomeTech.fm/554. Nothing in the mailbox this week, which is a big lie because there was tons of mail in the mailbox this week with everybody trying to get those H2s. And if you're still listening to this and you don't have one, you should email us and say hi and see if we got any left. But there's 3 or 4 left. Supplies are running low. Surprisingly running low, guys. We do have a pick of the week, though. And I think, TJ, this is a collection of your and my photos. It is early Christmas this week. I got up in the attic, and we'll talk about what I was doing up there in the project section. But when I was getting out, I moved the little, the board that you pop up over and get it out of the way. And it kind of fell off to the side, and right underneath it was just an open knife just sitting there. I must have left it up there, 2 years ago or something. But I've been missing one of my other 5 missing knives now. I have no idea where they are. Probably in an attic like this somewhere. And I haven't had a knife for a while, so it's good. I've got a knife now. I'm happy. I was going to ask for one of these for Christmas. I'm like, oh, sweet, early Christmas for me. And then TJ, you found something. This looks like you found a this is a lost island of misfit toys here. This is a 66 punch down. Wow, that's old.
So this is legit for some legit phone lines here.
Yeah, 66 punch down tool, and it's sitting on top of a I don't know. Is this outside on an electric planet or something?
Yeah, this is outside. It's on the electric box. I don't think there was even a telephone thing around this area, so I'm not sure why this tool was left there, but somebody was missing that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Been there for quite a while though. It's very rusty.
I love finding tools like that. Rose, my daughter was like, "Did you find that in the attic?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, there's all sorts of tools up there." So somebody will be going and tearing out our house or whatever and find screwdrivers and push rods and all sorts of stuff later on. So there you go. If you have any feedback, questions, for ideas for the show, picks of the week, or you want other H2 ornaments, give us a shout. Our email address is feedback@HomeTech.fm, or you can head on over to HomeTech.fm/feedback and fill out the online form. All right, project updates. We got Home Assistant first. They have a teaser for Music Assistant? What is this, Gavin? What's going on?
Music Assistant, what is it called? Release party they have coming up on the 17th of December. And Music Assistant, if you're not familiar with, is like a built-in, Music Assistant, where you can
slow down. What?
Basically, you can control your music and everything from your dashboards, and it's all open, and it will stream your music to your various speakers. I think it also does AirPlay and stuff too, so it's a pretty cool add-on. Some people love it. I mean, if you're the type of person that downloads your music and manages your own music and stuff like this, it's pretty cool. I like using streaming services just because I never know what I listen to. And usually the streaming service has like my Taylor Swift on it anyway, so I'm not gonna, I never have to worry about her not being there. But this is a cool add-on. If you're into Music Assistant or if you're just curious about it, make sure you check out the release party.
Nice. Yeah, I tend to just open up streaming these days anymore. I don't know. I do have a bunch of audiobooks because you can back up your Audible audiobooks.
Yeah,
we've been doing that, and it's kind of a pain, but you can actually store them on Plex, and then there's a couple of apps that integrate with Plex and pretend to be like audiobook players a little bit better than anything else. So what a pain that is, though. Speaking of kind of music, Home Assistant, and the H2 ornament that we've been talking about, I did find the Easter egg this last week. Yeah. So I'm one of the buttons. Let's just say one of them. If you do a double tap on it, it'll play a special song for you, and it's quite funny. So that'll be my only hint, and you'll have 1 in 4 chances of getting it right the first time. But yeah, that's that. And I guess I'll jump to my project while I'm still yammering on here. I was up in the attic because I finally got up there and replaced that attic fan for my Forbidden Closet of Mystery, which is just where the equipment rack is and the printer. And it's been hot in there. So hot at one point the printer shut down and wouldn't print during the summer. Yeah, it wasn't good. But I finally put in the little what is that? AC Infinity grow fan, 6-inch grow fan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is very nice. It's got a little USB-C control thing that you can drop down and control the speed, and I just put like on a mid speed. I already have a 120 volt switch in there that turns on and off with heat, so just plugged it into that, and it was off to the races. And now it's nice and cool inside the equipment rack area. There's not much left in there. It's just a couple of video devices, an Apple TV, and a printer. It just gets really hot for some reason. But that's what I was up to. And knocking over my Christmas tree. Evidently, that's something I'm really good at doing. It's the second year I've done that.
This is why we can never record early. It's like we were ready to go recording, and you had to delay everything because you knocked over the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You're like a pet cat.
Is there even like a fun story with it, or are you just like...
just underneath it trying to water it and knocked it over somehow. I don't know how. I think we had to recenter it anyway, but like.
So was there water all over the place?
Yeah, that's what cost. Yeah. That was the delay.
So. Yeah, it makes sense.
There we go. Gavin, you got something on here. What you been doing?
The last few weeks, one of the things I did recently was I did a little 3D printer tune-up. So my 3D printer, I was printing some stuff. I just noticed the quality wasn't the same. So I was like, all right, I need to, tune this up. I probably have never done this since I got it, and I had it for like over a year. So pulled the thing apart, and one thing I noticed is like pretty much every screw in this thing was loose. So I tightened them all back down and everything. And then I did the tune-ups on the belt, and then you greased all the rods and everything and put it all back together. And it's working beautifully again. Prints are coming out awesome. So, I just mentioning this because you know what? You should make this part of your every 6-month routine, to just go and tune up your printer, because things get loose.
That makes sense. I mean, mine's all like, whenever it's printing something, it's like going crazy over there. It's like moving around and stuff like that. I think it'd probably, benefit if I balanced it out a little bit, but I haven't done that. Yeah. And it's probably going to knock some screws loose and stuff. So that's a good idea.
Yeah, there is significant. The other thing that I used to use Octoprint. You're familiar with Octoprint, right?
Yeah.
So Octoprint was kind of like the interface that you would send the prints over to, and it would send it to the printer, and it had plugins and stuff. It was a cool thing I ran on a little Raspberry Pi in there. Well, I switched off of Octoprint to the Prusa Connect, which is like what Prusa makes to interact with their printers and everything like that. And I did not expect this, but the prints actually come out even better when I switched out. So even that made a difference. So if you're an Octoprint person, try the Prusa Connect if you're using, you have the option, and compare it and see. Let me know if you notice a difference. I do.
It's like the first party version of Octoprint or something? Octoprint is like a management thing, right? It kind of like watches your print. It had a camera where it watches.
Yeah, you can have like a print. You can have a camera. You can tie it in with Home Assistant. There's a bunch of other stuff you can do with it.
Yeah, and there's so many plugins that you can add to it that do many things. So
it really existed cool. in a time when 3D printers did not have that feature. I mean, a lot of times now, depending on how much you spend on a 3D printer, it's going to have like a built-in camera and stuff like that. If you have like the Bamboo one, they have a camera that's built into it, but the camera is awful. But the Octoprint makes it nice because you can manage everything from that software.
Yeah, I feel like Octoprint was, like you said, from a time when the printers didn't really have this type of stuff. Yeah. So,
you had to like manually slice files, put it on a micro SD card, and then print it like that. With Octoprint, you can just send it over the network instead.
Yeah. So they've kind of caught up to it. So it's pretty cool. Just wanted to mention that for, there's many 3D printer people out there listening. So, hopefully that helps somebody. And the other thing I've been playing around a lot more with Alexa Plus. So as you know, in the previous show, I just got Alexa Plus, and I feel like it's like, I don't know what to do with this thing. So I just try random things. I'll get an idea here and there and try it. And I'm surprised sometimes at the outcome. So I was listening to Technical Difficulties podcast recently, and Richard was on there, and he gave me an idea where he was talking about, just being able to set up a routine by just telling it what you want it to do when something happens. I was like, hey, let me give that a shot. And I was actually surprised. So I would say, when, I'd say, hey lady, when I say it's sexy time, turn off the bedroom lights, set the bed light to red, and start playing Marvin Gaye on the Sonos. And it set up the routine for me. It actually did it. And it kind of reminded me of Josh, because that was the whole thing with Josh, is you could just, speak to it and tell it what you wanted to do for the automation. So I was kind of impressed at how it works. It's just another new thing I learned with this Alexa Plus that, again, I just don't know what to ask it, but it hasn't really let me down. Now, the only thing I don't like is the routines are created in that ecosystem. So it's not created in Home Assistant. So, but if you're full Alexa ecosystem, you might like this, right? And it's some added value there, well done. I don't know when I can stump it though, or how complicated it can get, but at least it's a good like first step, if anything. So I was impressed.
The AI has made it into the digital assistant there. What is this technical? You guys have talked about this, and I looked up. There's like 6 podcasts with technical difficulties.
Yeah.
One of them is with the actual domain is centers around stories of female leaders in the tech and design, and I know that's not probably what Richard was on.
Oh, that's definitely what I was on.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Is it a gaming podcast? There's a gaming podcast.
No, the name is hard to find. It's if you go on YouTube, it's smart-home-podcast. Yeah, I have trouble finding it as well. So,
is it only on YouTube?
Is the technical difficulties just like certain shows on this channel?
No, it seems to be. It's DIY smart home. I don't know. Maybe they just bring it in this way.
But it's a group of various other like YouTube people, right? And they get together and they have interviews with other.
I see Jimmy on here.
Yeah, Jimmy's on there.
I
Richard's
know
on there.
people.
TJ's been on there.
Yeah,
you will know a number of people. Yep.
Wow.
It's a good podcast to listen to. Like they get into some good topics. I enjoy it. I was just catching up on my podcast recently.
Well, I found the latest. Let's see. It says the latest is Agnes, and I know, and that's not TJ.
I don't
8
think.
months ago.
No.
yeah, see, that's I don't know if they don't update their podcast feed or not. It's kind of weird. Maybe they're just doing.
I sign up on my YouTube. I do it all through the YouTube.
We're old. We don't do video, so other people do video now.
Yeah.
I don't want to do video though. I don't like my face.
Well, guess what, TJ? There's a lot you can do with AI these days.
I can make me pretty.
Yeah.
Dear AI, all I want for Christmas is to be pretty.
It's gonna be one of those Mew girl things.
So no, check out that podcast. TJ's on it. Like I said, Richard was on it. You'll see Jimmy on it.
I mean, I'd love
Great
to. I just can't
podcast.
find where TJ's on it. Somebody link me this thing because
I just sent you a link to
Okay.
it. TJ's season 4, episode 9.
Yep.
You know,
see where they get the name of this thing from.
yeah, technical difficulties finding the
Finding it,
podcast. Have you one quick question, have you guys seen the Sofa Baton X2?
No.
The 3.
Ooh.
You mean the sofa? Is it?
No,
no.
it's the
That's,
2.
I'm thinking of the unfolded circle. Okay, yeah. We talked about it briefly on the show. I have not seen it though.
I've been looking at some reviews, and everything they're talking about means it may be the next Logitech Harmony replacement. It's getting some very good reviews. Like it checks a lot of the boxes that I'm looking for a remote. So I'm hoping to get my hand on one eventually, and report back. I currently have 6 Harmony remotes, so the day they turn off that server, I may be in trouble. But this may be a legit solution.
It does look nice, and I bought the X1S. Not that impressive.
It's like a total redesign. It's like they just said, screw everything we did before, let's start from scratch. Yeah, it looks like it checks all the boxes, from having the hub that you could put behind your TV and it shoots out the IR with the external sensors, to the even doing Bluetooth. It has full Home Assistant integration, etc., etc.
Well, so I mean, I guess that's what I'd worry about, because that's what it looked like as well with the X1S, and it wasn't the biggest limitation was this horrible software they have that goes along with it.
It's new software, I believe, too.
Yeah, well, it didn't have to be anything to be better.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, you know what? It's something that if I could get my hands on one, we may talk about in the future, because I'm always looking for the next Harmony.
Yeah, no kidding. You're going to need it eventually.
Yeah, eventually, yes.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. There's got to be the new Josh remotes dropped, right? The Josh AI Edge.
Yeah. But that Josh remote requires
you got everything else.
Josh, yeah. And then not just that remote also is, it's minimalist buttons.
Yeah, that's the best. You don't need a lot of buttons, Gavin.
Hold on. So with
I
the
need
Sofa,
like 8 buttons.
The Sofa Baton one, I think, has a nice balance. It doesn't have too many, but it doesn't have too few. Right? Like it's got I feel like it's got like the right number of buttons, and anything you don't want to put on a button, you could probably put on the touch screen.
Right.
So it's really
This one's not
impressive
bad.
looking. Yeah.
It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like it would feel bad. Like it looks like a nice
They said
layout.
it has a real seriously good feel to it. The
Yeah.
touchscreen's very responsive, so we will see. We will see.
$329 though, man.
I know it's a little
And it's on sale
pricey.
too.
Yeah, a little pricey, but I mean, a lot of people are looking for that harmony replacement, right? A lot of people are talking about that.
I'm worried about them too, because it's like everybody says that, but nobody, including yourself, nobody's going to give up those harmonies. Like they're going to ride or die those things.
Well,
like
you know what? Because the main thing with the harmony is you haven't found a replacement. Like I know people have found alternatives, whether they go with CEC, minimalist, change their input, whatever, but no one's found a replacement that does everything the harmony did. Right. And I know people are not a fan of Sofa Baton because I feel like people felt like they got bit before by it with their other remotes, and they don't want to make that mistake again.
I didn't want to say I felt that way in my particular case. I got it just to see what it could do. And it also said, I mean, it didn't really say that it had Home Assistant. People said you could do it, but the way you could do it was like a single a button that you could give it that would do like a trigger, like a web hook type thing.
Yes.
It was not integrated. So as far as like controlling IR stuff, seemed to do that just fine.
Yeah, this one seems to be a lot better, more thought out. We will see. Like I said, its reviews are now coming out. If I could get my hands on one, I'll give you my honest review.
I don't see him at CES, unfortunately. So
no.
Oh, damn!
I got to sell a lot more remotes to get to one of those booths there. So it does do. Let's say it does do IP control.
Yep.
Yeah, IR, IP, and Bluetooth. It says so.
Yep.
That could be a good remote. The Bluetooth control has me interested because a lot of the new like Samsung remotes are all Bluetooth, right?
Yep.
Samsung and LG.
It has great battery life, but you also get the charging stand, you'll get the hub, and you can get an IR extender where you can even put it in another room to control something if you wanted. Full Home Assistant integration. I think it's much more than just a webhook like you had before. I think it's probably much better. I think it's new software to program it. You can't even migrate your old one over. So it almost feels like they went and redesigned it from the ground up.
Yeah. Good on them. And I will say that the other remote, the
X1S or whatever.
Yeah, the X1S, yeah. See, they're sitting. I don't know. I put it so far away. I don't know where it is right now, but like
it's under the AI horn.
Yeah, it's right here.
He keeps his AI horn closer.
It's so close for having no use.
It's within arm's range. Shouldn't that be on a wall somewhere?
You start drinking out of it after a while.
It didn't even mount it.
I should mount it somewhere useful. Yeah, no, I have a bunch of remotes laying around. That's just not one of them, I guess. The build quality was not on the same level as some of the Pro remotes, I will say, but it was way better than some of the other remotes I've put in my hand. So it was a mid-grade build quality. I wonder what this one would be like.
They actually talked about this in some of the reviews and said it was like a metal build quality, felt really good, really
it's got metal on it? That could help. Because the other one I think was like a plastic. It wasn't very heavy.
Like I said, this one's looks like it's also a significant price difference, right?
Well, we'll see. Like you said, it's probably it's gonna be one of those things that like you're gonna have to, like you said, get into your hand, check out, see how it works, see if it covers all the use cases that you need to replace for the Harmony. And then after that, like after it's hooked up and working, like you're gonna have to. It's gonna have to last. It's gonna have to like not.
Yeah.
If you drop it, it can't break. That kind of thing. You don't get those in the reviews. No one's dropping remotes.
It's gotta survive the children and stuff like that. Yes, I know. Yeah.
We need jerry rig to test remotes.
Well, maybe we could do a toilet dunk or something like that. Like who knows?
Have your remote in the toilet.
I don't know. Sometimes you're sitting there and you're just listening to the TV and you want to change the channel. You don't have a TV in your bathroom?
I don't.
Oh, man. Many a days I would be watching TV and getting numb legs.
I'm not rich or in Florida. In Florida, all the bathrums had TVs for some reason.
That's very true. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, it was very common in phones. Especially for people with kids to have the And phones in the bathroom.
I never understood the phones next to the toilet.
Yeah, that I never understood. I've been to a number of hotels where they had the phone next to the toilet, and I never
just in there. It's really echoey, Bob. Where are you? At the airport?
I really wanted to use it though. I really wanted to make a call and see, like, what are you up to? Nothing.
I need
What are you
help.
up to? Yeah. Can you bring the toilet paper? Bring me a roll of toilet paper, please.
Forgot the wipes.
I was gonna say it's very common, especially with people with kids, that one of the smart home remotes or many of the smart home remotes would always end up in the washer.
Oh yeah,
we get like wrapped up in sheets or clothes or just like in a laundry basket and just get tossed in, and you'd always be replaced. And some of them survived, some of them did not. So most of them did not.
I wonder if these have an IP rating.
I don't know. Be interesting. I'm looking at the manual and it's pretty much the same manual I had with mine, so I'm not too hopeful on this one. But I'll wait. I'll wait to see what people say. And specifically people being Gavin. Not his first reaction. I'll wait for him to follow up.
Yeah. I'm picky about my remotes, right? Like I'm very picky. That's one thing. Like my remote experience throughout the house has to be the same, and I use a number of the buttons. I'm very picky.
Now, see, yeah, that's Sofa Baton. If you're listening, get this man a remote in his hands, because it's basically if you give him one, he's gonna buy like 5 or 6 more, because he's even got a TV in the bathroom he needs one of these things for. So.
One remote to rule them all.
Yeah, one remote is going to turn into 5 sales for you. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. Cool. DJ, you got anything this week? What are you doing? You're working? You're doing work.
I had nothing this week.
Why are you doing that? It's December. Nobody else is working.
Oh my God, it was a terrible idea. I went up to Akron, Ohio to do one of those baseball field jobs. And the first day I was there, it was very icy and I got a couple things done. And then the second day I was there, I got nothing done. It was just so cold with the wind chill. I think it was like 10 or 15 degrees with the wind chill. And so it was so cold that whenever I go to cut my conduit, it just broke. And then the flexible conduit, the little flexible conduit that you kind of just bend however you want, that was freezing. And so it literally would not move at all after I warmed it up and everything. So after working there for a couple hours, I called it a day. So I have to go back to Akron at some point. So no projects for me this week. I guess I did get my Zoo Z-Wave dimmer installed in the shed before I left on Sunday. So now my Zoo's shed is done. I've got a Zoo's dimmer switch to control the lights and a motion detector that turns the lights on. So I'm going to work on getting the solar panel installed at some point, but first I got to put my fence back together. I'm missing 2 panels of my fence where we had to move the shed in, and so I'm going to start working on that here soon. But it's pretty cold outside, so
yeah, no motivation to do that outside.
Oh man, it's awful. Yeah, and it's not that bad. It's just cold, So that's all the projects for me right now.
All right, well, I think that's going to wrap up the show this week. We want to thank everyone for listening to the show, but especially want to send a special thanks for those who are able to financially support this show through our Patreon page. If you don't know about the Patreon page, head on over to HomeTech.fm/support to learn how you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. And you'll hear less of these ads. If we won't have to sell these ads anymore. I'm just going to start editing them in, guys. You're not even going to hear them. They're just going to get sold and put up, right? But any pledge over $5 gets you a big shout out here on the show. And we had one this week. David, thank you so much. Has updated his pledge to the $5 amount. So thank you, David. We really do appreciate it. It's helping TJ get to Akron.
Wait, what? I didn't get any money for that.
Yeah, I know. It's all gone to AI song generation at this point.
I figured at that point. AI song generation and domains.
Yep. Any pledge, let's see, every single pledge still gets you an invite to our private Slack chat, The Hub, where you and everybody else can get in there and discuss everything that's been going on and see Richard not refuse to set up a Zigbee, if anything Zigbee. It's quite funny watching that happen. If you can't support the show financially, totally understand. We just appreciate a 5-star review or positive rating in the podcast app of your choice. That's going to wrap up this week in HomeTech. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
Till next time.
Take care.